going to start this off with some cooking the sauce. There's some olive oil in my pan, my pot. I'm going to add 1 onion. I'm going to cook this just till it gets kind of soft. Well, the onions have cooked about 4 minutes. I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic that I chopped up. Stir that in. I'll just let it cook for just a few seconds. I'm going to add some tomatoes. These are crushed tomatoes. One of the large size cans. I'll put that in there. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar. And this is, although you can't really see it, it's cider vinegar. Put that in there. And I'm going to just cook this up until it kind of thickens and it's all nice and married. All the flavors are married. Well, I had to put a lid on it. It started, getting sauce everywhere. So it's cooked about 15 minutes. I think the flavors have married. I'm going to put this aside and start on our next step. Well, I got my pan. I think it's hot, over medium-high heat. I'm going to add some olive oil. And here's another onion. Cook this onion up just till it gets soft. It's been about 3 minutes. I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic. Put that in there. Stir it around. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And just let that garlic kind of cook in there while the pan cools down. Next, I'm going to make the filling. I'm going to put an egg in here. Just mix that up a little bit. I'm going to add some seasoning. I'm going to add a tablespoon of paprika, 1/8 teaspoon of marjoram, and just spilled my pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and there's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so that's 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna mix that around. And you can substitute just about anything in this. You can make it the way you want. I'm just trying to give you ideas. I'm going to add a cup of rice from yesterday. I'm going to add a 1/2 pound of ground pork, a 1/2 pound of ground beef. Oh, I forgot the cayenne pepper. So I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper in there. But yeah, you can use all pork or all beef. You can pretty much substitute anything you want, or just leave something out if you don't like it. I'm just going to mix this up. I get that mixed up, and I forgot to add the onions here. They were sitting over on the stove, so I forgot them. So I'm going to add the onions and garlic in here and mix it up. Then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and cover it with plastic wrap after I get the onions mixed in, and then go to the cabbage part. For the cabbage part, I went to the store and I bought a napa cabbage because these leaves are much easier to get, off the head of cabbage. So I'm going to take this and put this in the sink and deep in water and clean this. Next I have a pot of water that's boiling. I've already added some salt. I'll add a little more so that you get the picture, to put a little salt in there. I probably added about a teaspoon total. And we're going to blanch or boil our leaves. So I'm going to just cut them off, the part that I want to use. I don't want to use all this part. Just cut them off with scissors. And we're going to boil these. I'm just going to boil these 3 just to show you. I'm going to boil more, but I'm going to boil these for 2 minutes. So these have boiled for their 2 minutes. I'm going to take them out and put them on this plate. Let them cool down. And the reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to use toothpicks to keep them together once I roll them. And you know, you could use any cabbage that you want as well. You don't have to buy the Napa cabbage. Well, what I did was I put some of the sauce that we made, I put it in the bottom, like maybe 1/4 of it. And take some of our meat and put just a small amount in there, whatever you think will fit into your leaf. And just roll it up and put it into your dish there. And this is the first time I've used Napa cabbage, and after boiling a few more, 1 minute was really enough. You don't have to do it 2 minutes. Just roll them up and put them in there. Next, I have them all in there, and you want to cover it with the remaining sauce. And you can see sort of I have some of the larger ones on one side because some of the leaves are larger than others. Just get this all covered like that. Then cover it. Put this in my 350 degree oven. I'm going to bake it for 1.5 hours. Here it is, out of the oven. 1.5 hours. It should be cooked nice and well done. You let this cool off and let it stop bubbling, and we'll have some. I have some mashed potatoes here that I fixed. Here's some cabbage rolls. I'll put 4 of the small ones here on my plate. A little bit of sour cream. A little bit of parsley on top. Just for color. That's good. That's some good stuff. Thanks so much for watching.